It's the morning after the race at Flamboro. We're getting packed up and ready to hit the road. I was very fortunate to see some killdeer flying around nearby. We're on the highway. Wow. We're just blasting down the road. We're beating the traffic. I'm just remarking about how wonderful the van is running and how we beat the Toronto traffic. It's early in the morning. Sunday morning, very early. We got a great start on the day. And whoa, I break down. Now the tow truck driver said we were really lucky to break down where we did because we had a place to park. Great fella here, great young fella. He's tying the van down. Tied it down almost all together where we were, but he wanted to get to a safer spot. There's his little mascot. Look at the accidents we're driving past on the way home. Have to be so careful on the road these days. I mean, my goodness, look at that. What a mess. So sad. And there's lots of bumper-to-bumper traffic. Now I'm back at the shop. Dawson and I are changing the fuel tank. Well, we're pulling the fuel tank down because the fuel pump totally quit on me. What a disaster. You can see the benefit of oiling the van so much. There's lots of oil. There's the new pump we're getting ready to put in. There's my old pump. It's all cracked and ruined. I got a metal pan over the top of the gas tank to keep any dirt out of it, and there's lots of dirt around here. I vacuumed it off and blew it off before we pulled the pump. Now we're mixing up some chemicals. We put a can of BG 44K in the gas tank to clean the injectors and everything. Now Cliff's mixing up something in the injection cleaner. We're going to blow this into the intake manifold while we're running the engine. That'll clean the valves and the whole intake system on the van. Dawson's paying particular attention to learn just how to do all these things. Cliff's showing him the ins and outs of this machine. It's a pressure chamber that's going to blow the solution into the intake manifold.
You tighten it too much, when you go to do that, this one moves. So you just, it's all designed nice by BG, just a little snug. Now, you have to hook it. So sometimes I go through the hood latch thing with this and then hook the hook on that. All right, we're gonna do a BG induction service on this van. It's got 2 intake ports, so we're going to have to do half the time on one and half the time on the other. We'll get started here. Airline on.
This is a dual port intake system, so we have to spend half of the time on the one and the other half on the other one. This fine mist gets all the cleaning solutions into the engine and cleans your valves and the whole intake system. Meanwhile, the 44K in the tank is cleaning the fuel injectors at the same time.
Clean the converters up every 60,000 kilometers. You do it.
Beauty.
We've got the 44K in the tank already. Customer just has to fill up the tank and then that'll work its way through.
So now we've got a good clean fuel system. We replaced the fuel pump and I'm back on the road. Here we go, we're headed down the road. Things are running really good for a while. Everything seems just fine. Once in a while my engine light comes on. This is just where we broke down and we had a safe place to park right in here. There's no other place to park but right here. We would have been totally out of luck. And we're back. Wow. Close to where we were, another truck being picked up off the road. We're near Army Base at Trenton. There's a plane flying by. Search and rescue plane, I think, from the Army Base. Seemed to stay with us for quite a while. Maybe they're practicing. Still, it's a beautiful day to be out on the road. I'm getting ready to stop here and get gas. This is when I noticed that our fuel mileage is very bad. We're only getting about 12 miles to the gallon, which is just terrible. It's about a 33% decrease in fuel mileage. We're coming through into Quebec now. Getting a little bit of rain and everything here. Starting to get rainy. We find a little place to park up here soon and take a bit of a nap because I'm getting very tired. It's been an awfully long day. We're parked up here, checked for reservations, and we can't get a reservation for a few days. We decide to go to Alma and visit with Brian. We were going to do that on the way back, but we thought, well, let's stop there now. Maybe we'll get to go back and see him again on the way back. I don't know. And there's lots of construction. There was construction just everywhere. Look at the mist and the fog as we're coming into Alma. So beautiful. What a beautiful place. I love Fundy. I love the Fundy Park. And I love Fundy scallops too. They're really good. Look at that fog. Wow, beautiful. Look at that. Wonderful scenery everywhere in New Brunswick. On the beach in Alma with Brian, shooting a little video here. Well, here's the problem. We hooked up a pressure gauge to the fuel system. We got about 90 psi. Should have about 40 psi here. Here we ordered a part. I'm waiting for the delivery guy. We got the part. It was a wrong one. Jan, my friend, tried to clean it out and fix it, but we had no success with that whatsoever. Back on the road again, we're headed for Newfoundland. I didn't want to miss the ferry, and we had deadlines to meet, so we had to keep going. At 12 miles to the gallon, and with the engine light coming on from time to time, I was very worried. On the highway, I maintained 100 all the time, which I never drive that fast. I wanted to use as much fuel as possible out of the injectors to lower the pressure down as much as we could. Wow, accidents everywhere. Got to be ever vigilant on that. We're on the Canso Causeway. We're headed to the ferry. Stay tuned. We'll tell you what happens with the regulator.